Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And आज के इस वीडियो में I will be sharing my personal experience as a teacher, as a faculty कि how was my career, मतलब 3 years मेरे कैसे गए and what are my experiences or how can you handle kids and all when you're taking especially online lectures. Because offline में तो जब हम लेते थे या जब मैं लेता था तब थोड़ा सा फिर भी ठीक था, you can handle them, आप सामने होते हो. ऑनलाइन में तो बच्चे क्या करते हैं, it is really difficult. So teaching as a profession, all you need to know कि how can you become a very comprehensive multifaceted teacher, जिस जो स्टूडेंट्स का भी फेवरेट हो एंड जो टीचिंग भी अच्छे से जो कन्वे करना चाह रहा है, also using different kinds of latest tools and technologies. So मैं इस वीडियो में I'll be discussing what all tools I also use for my teaching so that I can share that experience with you all. Now, if I talk about my teaching, so of course I have my own tutorials, best pharmacy tips and tricks, and I run my own personal tuitions for semester batches, semester 1 to 8. So I've taught few of the students from Westcop, few of the students from MET College, few of the students from SVBCP. There are different colleges as a personal tutor. Then my own tuitions, I run my tuitions for competitive examinations like GPAT, GATE, ICT, CUET, BITS, Manipal, IIT, BHU, etc. And I've also been hired as a faculty in academically, where I am officially teaching them pharmacotherapeutics and pharmacology. In CLIMED, I used to take sessions for different kinds of microbiology, biotechnology, biochemistry, and all. And I've also taken sessions, one or two sessions at GDC for biotechnology subjects and just normal subjects. So yeah, if I talk about the different students, so I have taught the national students as well as I have few international students as well from Russia, Ireland, UK, where I'm teaching them different kinds of therapeutics, pharmacology, and all. So I teach B pharmacy students, of course, first year, second year, third year, final year for their competitive examinations as well as semester. I've also taught few M Pharm students, the first year M Pharm students. Then D pharmacy students, I teach over there hospital pharmacy, DSBM, drugstore business management, pharmacy practice, and all those things. Then Farm D, I have few Farm D graduates as well, that I teach them pharmacotherapeutics, clinical pharmacy, and all those things. And I also used to take tuitions for CET and NEET, the 12th biology and chemistry. So I have my students from in more than 15 states and 55 cities, and I've taught more than 1,000 students up till now and guided 1,500 plus students for their career, like career counseling types. So I also have 3 official seminars conducted, 2 webinars, and one unofficial guidance session for all the students for their career orientation and all. Moving on, what are the subjects that I teach? I teach, of course, my core subject, pharmacology. So I teach about the receptors, the ANS, CNS, CVS, endocrine, respiratory, all the different kind of agents, blood agents, right? Immunosystem agents. So of course I teach pharmacology. Then in pharmacognosy also I teach the different pathways, shikimic acid and all the different metabolites, primary metabolites, secondary metabolites, the different chemical test, evaluation, microscopic, quantitative, vein islet number and all those things, ballicid ratio and all. So from pharmacology, herbal drug technology, may I teach Asava, Arishta, all those concepts of herbal formulations, phytosomes, etc. And I also used to teach clinical trials and good manufacturing practices for Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani. Then in pharmaceutics, I teach about physical pharmacy, so micromeritics, rheology, complexation, solubility, thermodynamics. These all chapters I teach. Industrial pharmacy, I teach tablet, capsules, parenteral, aerosols, suppositories, monophasic, biphasic liquid dosage forms. Novel drug delivery system, I teach about transdermal, liposomes, niosomes. Then I also teach about microencapsulation technique, OcuSerts, and all. Moving on to pharmaceutical analysis, so I teach spectroscopy, UV, IR, NMR, mass, chromatography, HPLC, GC, ion exchange, size exclusion, affinity. Then I teach about electrophoresis. Then also few techniques of TGA and DSC, thermogrammetry analysis and differential scanning colorimetry. Errors, significant figures, titrations, so complexometry, redox, non-aqueous, acid base, everything. Microbiology may I teach about sterilization, the different indicators, D value, Z value, and all. And so in microbiology, I teach about antibiotics, the assay of antibiotics, the sources. Biochemistry, may I teach about carbohydrates, protein, all macromolecules, uh, lipids, the chemical test, classification, qualification, different cycles, glycolysis, HMP, Krebs cycle. Then I also urea cycle and all. Then enzymes, enzymology. Then biotechnology, may I teach about rDNA technology, monoclonal antibodies, rDNA, monoclonal antibodies, immunology, hypersensitivity reactions, fermentation. Jurisprudence, may I teach about the different schedules, the different acts that have come: NTPS, Drug and Cosmetic Act, Pharmacy Act, Dangerous Drug Act, different committees, Drug Inquiry Committee, and all, different form numbers, form number 20, 19, 20F, 20G, and all. HAP and pathophysiology might teach about basics of diseases, the different organ systems like cardiovascular, neurological, nephrological, hepatic, pulmonary systems, right? Digestive systems, reproductive system, and all. Pathophysiology about different disease mechanisms, the different kinds of pathways, right? All those things. Apoptosis, necrosis, and all. In organic chemistry, I teach about name reactions, SN1, SN2, E1, E2, heterocyclics, medicinal chemistry, some part. And in organic chemistry, I teach about the different radiopharmaceuticals, Geiger molar counter, and all those things, alpha, beta, gamma rays. Then about different radio diagnostics, theragnostic, therapeutic agents, like theragnostic agents. So, next, in pharmaceutical management, I teach about BCG matrix, different selling strategies, promotion strategies, marketing strategies, and softs matrix, product life cycle, and many more. I teach a lot of things from product pharmaceutical management, all the theoretical part basically. Then pharmacy practice, hospital pharmacy, different systems in a hospital pharmacy: unit dose dispensing, floor stock, charged, non-charged. Then we have different kinds of pharmaceutical care, so soap analysis, prime analysis, core analysis, farm analysis. So these are analysis of pharmaceutical pharmacotherapeutic plan analysis. I teach drugstore business management, primary, secondary stores, the different kinds of intermediary channels, and all, what is a super stockist, and all. So I teach those from pharmacy practice part. Then hospital pharmacy, so far pharmacy therapeutic committee, composition, and all those things I teach. And from biostatistics, I teach about correlation, regression, parametric, non-parametric test. Then from a central tendency, mean, median, mode. Then we have different kinds of errors: type 1, type 2 error, probability, sampling, and DOE, design of so quality assurance, quality control, regulatory affairs also I teach. So different ICH guidelines, different regulatory bodies. Then I teach about QBD, DOE, different tools, QTPP, CPA, CPP, CPM, right? PAT, process analytical technology. Then we have different risk management processes, risk management chart, and also those all things also I teach. So these are all of my teaching expertise. What are the different tools or different ways in which I keep my class engrossed, or I keep my class engaged with me? Mentimeter, these are this, you can just type Mentimeter, you can design quizzes, polls, and live give them. You can just give them a link, and then you know they can get a real time experience of doing. And it's like they will come to know on the leaderboard as well. Then Das Kadam, like that was a very old show, so just like Kaun Banega Crorepati, four options, and I give them different amount. So Das Kadam also the same thing as, but I use, instead of amount, I keep it ranks. So under rank 500, under rank 100, and all this. Then guess that drug. So obviously, suppose now there's a cycle. So what is it? So tetracycline. So something like that. Then whiteboard. Always use whiteboard or pen tablet, because they, a student cannot learn pharmacology, chemistry, or even any subject, except jurisprudence or certain theoretical, without it being drawn on the board. The practice of board is gone. Now there's just PPT. That is a very wrong practice. Whiteboard, blackboard, use any board. You can also just attach a whiteboard here. You can use the online web whiteboards, e-boards that are useful. So you must use it, or a pen tablet, it would be a better option. And try to incorporate animations, like suppose if a drug is binding on the receptor, if you want to show competitive inhibition, so how a drug binds at the active site, or a non-competitive inhibition, how a drug binds on the allosteric site. suicidal inhibition, how it inhibits the own enzyme by which it is activated. Animation say things become clear. So make sure that your PPT, your slides are very engrossed, are very apt, crisp, and you are able to actually communicate this with students in an easier way. So that's it from my teaching career. So these 3 years were amazing because I got to teach for my own tutorials, for other tutorials as well, some of the other, and I'm hoping to have few other types as well with few institutions. It's in process. And I would just say that लोग बोलते teaching is boring. Teaching is all about learning. It is all about enjoying. मतलब बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब स्टूडेंट्स एक्चुअली अब आपको आके बोलते हैं कि सर आपका वीडियो देखा था, सर आपने जो पढ़ाया था वो क्वेश्चन आया था, वो फीलिंग जो होती है ना, दैट ओनली अ टीचर कैन अंडरस्टैंड. So do not underestimate any profession, and I hope that you all would have got some of the other idea about teaching as a profession and how can we excel in teaching as well to some extent. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.